So I'm sure as many of you are aware by now, the Gigantamax stuff for Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise has begun its first debut rollout, and it's basically been not great to say the least. Which honestly was to be expected given how just regular Dynamax has been handled, but wouldn't be an exciting day in Go without some kind of issue, right? So you might be thinking, okay, well, what went wrong? First, the number of people you have doesn't seem to matter at all, because 9 times out of 10 you're still going to lose anyway. Because apparently the difficulty, I don't know if it's changed. Some people are reporting that they're easier now, but some still aren't. It seems to be within the range of 6.5 to 7 for the difficulty for like tier 6, tier 7, whatever, which tier 7 is a thing. Go look up Darkrai a few years ago. That was a T7. It was not fun. So that's where the difficulty seems to kind of be right now, is somewhere in between all that. If it hasn't been decreased since, we don't exactly know for sure yet, but still early-ish reports and whatnot. The starters in the battle do have Blast Burn, Frenzy Plant, and Hydro Cannon. However, when you catch them, if you catch them, they do not. I've seen multiple reports of 10 people failing, 20 people failing, 30 plus failing, and 40 plus, which is the maximum number of people for these things, are also failing. So if you're not in New York City or Tokyo or something like that, good luck. Because you're probably not going to beat them otherwise. So that was the difficulty issue. Now we get into the gameplay issues. Now 9 minutes into the first time zone starting, there was already a filled out known issues page for Gigantamax specifically. I'll have that up here beside me, because it's pretty comical that 9 minutes into the first time zone, that was already a thing. And these were basically exactly what happened with the Phalanx raids. So you had your black screens of death, you had your getting booted out of the battle, not getting to catch the battle. It didn't take your energy, I guess, but whatever. That doesn't matter when you can't do anything with it anyway. So there were game crashes going on entering them. The lobbies would freeze during the battle. So like a forced update during a raid hour, for example, it'll freeze it. And all that kind of fun stuff that every single Dynamax raid since they launched has had. Then we also have the extra fun gameplay issues, which I do believe these are slowly in progress of being fixed, but you could get banned from doing them. Where's that sound familiar from? I don't know. I can't seem to place anywhere else that caused a ban for using the feature. You could either get a game crash, a black screen of death, or a ban. Yep, go get 30 plus people and try to beat this thing. I was like, it's just comical at this point. There hasn't been a single Dynamax feature that successfully launched without some kind of issue. Granted, we don't have a ton of them, but still. Like I said, some reports are saying the G-Maxes are a little bit easier now. Some are still saying they're just as difficult as they were, if not harder. I don't know. I'm working on other projects that you'll see in the future, so I'm not even doing these things anyway. So that's the G-Max experience in Pokemon Go, and don't worry because we have another one next weekend. So yeah, basically Dynamax is proving its point of just how rushed and failed this feature is and stuff. So we've had 9 Dynamax things, and we're already getting G-Maxes. That seems pretty early for that. Well, it is, and it's because the feature is bombing hard. That's why we got Beldum during the Psychic Spectacular, because they're like, oh, if we put Metagross in there, people want that. That'll get our numbers up, and that'll get people doing this. That didn't work. So now they have to already resort to the G-Maxes, which we already know we're getting 2 more following this weekend. We're getting G-Max Gengar next weekend, and then we're getting Toxtricity for the wild area stuff. Yeah, there's about as many G-Maxes as there are Megas, pending Legend ZA, because we don't know what's going to happen with that, because I'm avoiding the leaks. But we're already getting the G-Maxes because they need the income, because their feature is failing, because it's filled with bugs and issues, and nobody's doing it. There are articles and stuff online of, Niantic, what were you hoping with this? I mean, we all know the answer to that. You need more yachts and stuff. But gameplay-wise, what were you actually intending for this? Because right now, they're worse than shadow raids. But don't worry, we're getting raid hours for them on every Monday now, starting in November. Because they're not already active for an entire day anyway. But yeah, every single Dynamax feature that has come out since the launch has had issues. The raids have had issues, the research had issues where they had to basically give it to everybody for free because it was bugged and resetting for people and stuff. They had to do a Phalanx makeup timed research thing because that was bugged and froze your game and you couldn't get it. There were issues with the Kanto starters when they came out. There were issues with the G-Maxes when those came out. The Oldham had issues when it came out. The list goes on and on and on. So Niantic, what was your intention with this? Clearly the game was not ready for this stuff to be pushed out. If your income is hurting that badly, just revert all the COVID stuff back to what happened during then. Because newsflash, your game actually did well during that time. So yeah, that's basically what's been going on with Go. I've been quiet about it just because I've been doing, like I said, other projects and not really just getting involved with it, minus just calling them out on Twitter and stuff here and there. But again, go read all the articles and stuff. They're not hard to find. Just Google Pokemon Go G-Max issues or Dynamax issues, whatever it may be. If you are doing this, or trying to do this, let me know how that's going for you in the comments. Were you able to get a group together? Were you able to do any? Did you have any issues? Did you get banned? Whatever it may be, let me know. If you're having success with it, genuinely, that's awesome. Hopefully you're getting some good ones or some shinies, whatever it may be. If you notice any of the new additions in the background, comment those down below, because some of them I've made posts about, some of them I haven't. I'm hoping to have one of the ongoing projects uploaded pretty soon, so hopefully if that happens, you'll see it soon. But if not, I'll see you guys in whatever the next video looks like.